Hello and welcome back to my channel. Our girl SWAN from Purplekiss has put out her first solo venture. 20 is the name of the title track. She's also put out her first album alongside this, I'm pretty sure, right? It's pretty cool that this is happening. It's also very expected. I think anyone who's a big fan of Purplekiss, like myself, and even my Discord has talked about this, is that, how do you put this? Rainbow Bridge is definitely betting a lot on SWAN specifically in Purplekiss. They've really pushed her a lot ever since the debut with Purplekiss, and this is to say all this stuff without taking anything away from her. She is incredibly talented. She has an amazingly unique voice, an insane voice, coming, of course, from a label that we expect a lot of good singers. And that brings it to Mamamoo, to where you look at their kind of thing. They're getting a lot of agency these days, like their own agency in what they want to do, how they want to release stuff. And they're no longer kind of a means to make lots of money necessarily for Rainbow Bridge, especially all this stuff with Hwasa and signing to Psy's label. That you gotta wonder how they're going to replace that in some ways. And that's not saying Mamamoo's going anywhere. I'm just saying that they're getting a lot more agency of when they want to release their content. So they're not under so much control. So you always saw them maybe pushing SWAN to kind of fill a void somewhere, to be really noticed, to up the notoriety of Purplekiss. And it's always just been that cautious optimism to where, yeah, you want to see her succeed. You want to see her do great things. She's also the magne of Purplekiss, so she's very young, and you wonder if she's ready for all of this at the same time. And also, Purplekiss themselves are an incredibly talented group, so don't lose sight of also what you have kind of thing there. And maybe Purplekiss hasn't done like the crazy numbers that we would expect for the quality that they put out, and boy do they put out freaking quality. So it's a confusing situation. That's not to take away again from SWAN's stuff here at all. This is so cool that she's doing this. I'm just wondering what you guys, before we start this reaction, what you think about that whole situation. I don't mean to bring the mood down. I'm excited to check out her song here, absolutely. It's just sometimes very confusing to me as where Rainbow Bridge's, like, where's their big dollars going these days? I want to know. I'm curious. And I'm also wondering why Purplekiss, they should be doing better than they are. They really should, because their music quality is up there. They've only gotten better and better. Sweet Juice and Cabin Fever was like their best release since Hide and Seek and Zombie, in my opinion, and I just wish the best for them. And I think it'll come. I think it will come. So let's get to it. Sorry for that big, long rant. Let's get to SWAN's 20. Let's go. Come on, YouTube. Oh, we'll watch it again. She's miming the background. Little finger walking. Oh. Yeah, that is a voice. The emblem says SWAN with an S. Oh, it didn't change. Really heavy film grain on this video. This feels super like 90s retro, but also Oh. Does she have like paper cranes or swans? Holy crap, dude. Her vocals are insane. And here I don't even think she's like truly the structure of the song, the pacing, it's not really a super vocal flex type of song. It's pretty low key and kind of almost chill in that she's able to do those vocal flourishes and add so much like texture using her voice that you wouldn't expect from a song like this. I actually really do love the look of this video. Oh my god.
Let's dance. Let's all dance.
I really like this sheer dress. So pretty. Oh, now I feel like it's all coming together. There we go. I for some reason can't disassociate this with like IU. It feels like an IU song in some weird ways. And I don't know if that's because like the 20 title referring to her age kind of thing gives me that feeling, but the vibes I get somewhat even give me IU in some ways. And I have recently been just thinking like, wow, it's been through watching lots of Queendom Puzzle, where, you know, watch that with us on Patreon. Yuki is on there from Purplekiss. That K-pop way overly stresses high notes, like too damn much. Like K-pop is so like, oh, you gotta have the high note. Your main vocalist needs to flex on the high note. This is a song to where like you can take an insanely talented vocalist like SWAN, give her a track that isn't meant to be like, wow, look at us do these nuts high notes and these crazy runs. And she's able to take this song and give you that same feeling as if she is without it. You know what I mean? It's like the quality of the voice. You don't need to push it to these extents to show that, holy shit, this girl can sing. Let's listen to this one over again. I honestly love how it starts. I think it's smart that it has the makings of a ballad at first, and I kind of really dug it a lot for that. But as we know, that's really not going to catch on a ton, putting out a ballad like this for your first solo. I actually really love this start. I almost want it to be a ballad, which I don't think I've ever said before. But I understand that for like marketing and whatnot, a catchy track like the chorus delves into is much more appealing to your average, listener. And I kind of like the melancholic vibe of this intro. So she's talking in a ways, I guess, about growing up, and here's supposed to be like the image of like, what's it called? When you put flowers in a book, and it's kind of supposed to be symbolizing almost like keepsakes, memory keeping in some ways, preserving something. I forget what that is called. Flower pressing. There she's made to look a bit more youthful with her pigtails. Oh, see, it's lines like this where you can see. Also, love this like half face shot here. She looks amazing. The makeup's great.
Feeling you 너만 있으면 난 Let's all dance 느끼는 대로 맘 가는 대로
What's with the horse though?
느끼는 대로
I think those are supposed to be like paper swans, but what's with the horse? What is he? What is? And she's on a little flower bed.
Hold me close, fly away. I love you. 나를 비추는
Cheers.
그대가 있어. I just wanna say
You know, this place reminds me of the kind of reminds me of the place that Girls' Generation shot. I think it was it Into the New World where they had that kind of mall dancing scene or something?
반짝인 별처럼 my 20 나만을 비추는 저 spotlight 다시 오지 않을 이 순간
And these pretty little trills.
꺼져가는 불빛 어둠이 들이우면
Really refreshing song.
나만을 비춰줄 그대를 찾아서 Cause I'm feeling you 그대만 있으면
The person sitting with her almost looks like young K to me.
Let's all dance 느끼는 대로 맘 가는 대로 Hold me close fly away I love you 나를 비추는 그대가 있어 I just wanna say 세상이 잠이 들어 하나 둘씩 꺼져가면 두려움이 찾아와
And she enters this bridge kind of lackadaisically singing, and then it layers upon itself.
두려움이 찾아와 문을 열고서 이 빛을 마주해
Damn.
Let's dance
This delay gets me each time.
dance
Like it's gonna drop and it doesn't.
맘 가는 대로 Hold me close fly away I love you 나를 비추는 그대가 있어 I just wanna say Let's all dance 기다려왔던 지금이 나답게 너 Let's dance 날개를 펴고 저 멀리 멈출 수 없어
There you go. Yeah, it's kind of like a coming out party type song. Yes, a lot of these songs, these coming of age songs, sometimes go that route of this like solemn look back or things will never be the same kind of deal. And I think it gives you that expectation at first when it starts off a little melancholic, but it's more celebratory than anything, to where it's like I'm here and now the spotlight is going to remain on me 24/7. The memories from before, I don't look back on them as like nostalgic sadness, but I cherish them, and I'll carry them with me as I grow, kind of thing. That's the vibe I get. It's more of a happy, well, of course, I mean, you could tell, but with these songs, I always think they usually come back to something that is a bit more melancholy overall, where this is purely much like a positive, optimistic outlook on everything, and I like it for that. And her vocals are really, really prominent in this without being like, look, I can sing, and being crazy with it. And I think that's more impressive than anything. And I'm sure if you're coming for those kind of things, say from SWAN, the album, I bet, has some of that on it. I would like to get to that eventually, except I'm so backed up these days that I don't know if I'll be getting to this album, at least right away. I might just check it out on my own. Let me know what you guys think of it, what you thought of this song. I thought it was great. I'm also interested what you think about what I said in the whole intro, and what maybe Rainbow Bridge is trying to focus on, what they're doing here. But if it's gonna come out with just being solid music like this is, I have no problem with this at all. I'm not someone who's like, well, this is interfering with group activities and now it's a longer I mean, Yuki's on a Queendom puzzle, like a lot of stuff is going on, and I think this group really is so talented that if you can do anything outside the box, outside of group activities like they are with Yuki on Queendom puzzle and like they are with this solo with Swan, and I would even say that you should start like having Big Chain produce maybe for other groups if that would ever happen, like even say for groups also on the same label. That would be pretty smart. Anywhere where you can extend the talents that they have and get them known, put a spotlight on them, be like, hey, people, why are you not paying attention to this freaking really good group? Sorry, it bothers me. You should do it. I think you should do it. So yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic about this whole thing, but optimistic nonetheless. Thank you guys so much for checking this out with me. If you want some more extra content, please check out my Patreon, where we've got live stages, album reactions, and variety stuff. A lot of PurpleKiss on there. We've got all their albums up on there. We've got plenty of variety from them. We're doing Queendom Puzzle, where Yuki is on there now. There's tons of stuff for you if you are a PurpleKiss fan. So yeah, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time.